Hello everybody, Ankh here, and today I'm going to be doing some more Whitefang Pass box openings. I'm going to be streaming this on Twitch as well, so if anybody pops into the chat on this Sunday afternoon, feel free to say hi. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep on cracking through these. Got another case to work on for my store, and I had a little bit of time this afternoon to work on it. So I figured I would keep marshalling along. I don't know if I'll be able to get through the whole case today, or at least in this stream. If I don't, I'll probably finish opening the rest of the box on another stream. Oh, hey, Pharaoh, how are you doing? So, yeah, we'll just get through. I'm not going to spend the whole lot of time talking about any specific deck or not, but we'll just kind of take a look at what we get. Let's start off with our Necreon. As usual, I try not to spoil the Soulbind if I can. It's a little bit more interesting that way. Got a Death Current, a Devouring Poltergeist, a Ghoulish Necromancer, that's a good one, Glorfglob, Grave Pact, Grimgaunt Harvester, Horrific Revenant, Keeper of the Damned, Runesguard Pit, and a Cerazal. Nice. Got that Cerazal Night Aspect. And a Army Commander, Sorrow, and Shadowcast Cersei there. Bringing along our Ardent Safeguard here. I'm usually a fan of the Ardent modifier, but not so much on a underdrop creature. Yeah, the Glorfglob Grimgaunt Harvester combo is really nice too. Got the Camouflage Technohulk, Gizmo, Glitch Scout, Isolate, Lightforge Sentry, Shardbound Vexer, Spiritforge Sentinel, Steel Eye Researcher, and a tech upgrade. Not a Battle Lion deck. Got Cobalt with Shattered Psyche, Siphon, and Precog. We just had, what, the one scientist for that tech upgrade, but a decent amount. Or no, I guess we had two with the Gizmo. Right. How's the audio coming through there, Pharaoh? Am I pronouncing that right, Pharaoh? Or do you have a slightly different pronunciation? I can't tell from the spelling. Not sure if I can turn up the mic on my end. Alright, let's see what we get with our Tempe's here. Blitzing Breaker, Blitzing Stormling, okay. Charger Mammoth, Disintegrate, Flame Sculptor Seal, Lightning Tamer, Nargoth Commander, Piercing Colossus, Warbringer, and a Windspark Elemental. A Sunder, Summon the Swarm, Spinbolt, and Gale Surge. Yeah, I'm trying, from OBS it looks like it's at least not capping out. It might be a little low. Let me see if I can, don't really want to mess too much with the settings midstream, because I don't know what that'll do to the recording aspect of it. Alright, Botanimate, Aspirian Steelplate, Glow Hive Nursery, Lead the Charge, Mustic Megatha, Mystical Tangle Sprout, Shardplate Behemoth, Toxic Wartusk, Utera Charger, and a Betrayer Zymus, and that's pretty cool. I don't think I've seen a Utera Zymus yet. Number 11. With a Dark Forge Drain, Shapeshift, and Spirit Bond Oros there. Yeah, I've got a Betrayer Zymus in a Loyan before, but I've not seen it in this Utera frame. It's pretty sweet. Alright, let's get next pack. Carnivorous Tar right there on top. Let's check this one out. Having Forge Seal and Mantis not in the second set makes it Etera a little bit weaker, but you can still get some decent hits, especially to get a good life gain thing going. Alright, Carnivorous Taro, Crogius, nice follow-up. Experienced Steel Plate, Glowhive Nursery, Hibernating Patriarch, a Soothing Lotus, Spiked Carapace, Etera Charger, Pterodon Mauler, and a Vine Lash. With a Spirit Bond, Shapeshift, and Spell Surge. Got what, one other way to trigger the tarot there. Couple little bit of synergies there with the dinosaurs. Only 2 dinosaurs to trigger them. Alright. Arrogant Adept, Seer Mech Mage, Burnout, Disintegrate, Frostmane Breath, okay, got a Soulbind, Nargoth Commander, Scorchmane Dragon, Solemn Shardback, Stampeding Mongosaur, and a Thundersaur. With our Lightning Speed, Demolish, and Blast Wave. We got our Frostmane Egg with our Frostmane Dragon there. We've got 1, 2, 3 spells to go with the Adept and the Mecha Mage. Got both double dragon in here. Be fun for like a dragon tribal thing. Plus you got that Mongosaur to go with the Shardback and the Thundersaur, which is nice. Alright, let's go into Necreum here. So nothing too exciting so far other than that Zymus, which was pretty cool. Definitely want to be on the lookout for like Darkheart Sorcerers. Got Abyssal Spectre, Bride of Frankenbaum, Death Current, Dreadbolt, a Glurf Glob, Howling Butcher, Indomitable Fiend, a Red Wasteland, Shadow Strength, and a Stout Drake. And then we got Shadowcast, Army Commander, and Soul Siphon. That one did not have the Harvester to go with the Glurf Glob. But top creatures are usually nice to go with that, if that's something you're going to try and do. Alright, Energy Prison, Energy Surge, Betrayer Ghastly Renewal, cool. Portatron, Shield Node, Shield Bearing Pagewalker, Sphereforge Sentinel, Stout Prophet, Stout Virtuoso, and a Venerable Tactician. So I have 2 scientists to go with that renewal. This is cool. Shattered Psyche, Mind Over Matter, and Synaptic Siphon. So we're doing a lot better on our Betrayer hits in this box compared to the last openings we were doing. We already have, what, 2 Betrayers so far, which is nice. No foil decks yet. Yeah, 2 Vanilla Scientists are kind of meh with the renewal, but at least they're decently statted for their progressions. So I usually mention on my streams, opening these are a pain. Yeah, Ardent Sentinel, another Seer Mecha Mage, nice to see. Combat Frost Hulk, Disintegrate, Firestorm, Ice Lance Magus, Lightning Charge, Piercing Worm, Stampeding Mongosaur, and Guarantee Heartseeker. We got Korok, Demolish, Blast Wave, and Lightning Speed. Nothing special there. 3 spells, a little bit of removal, kind of a lower end on a for a Tempe's deck. Battle for Whitefang Pass. Getting into a little bit more of a rhythm here. Got Abyssal Revenant, Blight Skull Bomb, Bride of Frankenbaum, Chanting the Abyss, Darkheart Sorcerer, Dreadbolt, a Forsaken Bartok, so another Betrayer there. Decent stats for Bartok. Got Horrific Butcher, a Vampiric Muiva, and a Vampiric Spectre. Okay, this deck has a lot going for it. This may not end up in my store because this is something I've been looking for. So Soul Siphon, Shadowcast, and Sorrow. So this is a really, really good pairing for a Rumblespark deck. You got the double Vampiric. One's a Spectre, one's a Muiba. So both decent creatures. Got the Dark Heart. 2 removals. Got the extra spell trigger from the Bride of Frankenbaum. Abyssal Revenant, kind of a middling hit. We also got the Horrific Butcher, which is another way to trigger Rumblespark. So, yeah, I mean, this deck... And then the Enchanting of the Abyss is kind of a meme card. I could see there being situations where you'd want to play it. It is a way to actually pump up the Rumblespark, which is nice. Even if you're not going to go for Mothral per se, if you could really throw out combat math with it. So 3 spells, nice. It can also protect the Dark Heart pretty well. So yeah, this is the kind of deck I've been looking for a long time. It may go on my store, I don't know yet, but majority of these decks were going to go on my store anyway. The Cersei's kind of middling. It's just got Soul Siphon, Shadowcast, and Sorrow. Doesn't even have Army Commander, which would have been a nice hit. Here we got Ardent Safeguard coming up. Another one of these. So yeah, that was a very spicy, very, very spicy Necreum that we just saw. Yeah, double Vampiric plus a Hibernating, or that Horrific, but not even just like regular Butcher, it's a Horrific Butcher, so it can actually potentially kill its opposing creature if it's in the Rumblespark lane. Alright, Ardent Safeguard, Arrogant Drone, Duplication Dome, Guardian's Wall, Mechanizing, Tactician, Nanoswarm, Steel Eye, a Synapse Prophet, Taunting Specimen, and a Vidikrus. Got Shattered Psyche, Synaptic Siphon, and Mind Over Matter. And then let's round it out with our Utera here. Alright, Biting Bear, Botanimate, Betrayer Dissipating Spectre, Heart Tree, Hibernating Bartok, Mystical Tangle Sprout, Sharpplate Behemoth, Pterodon Mauler, Venom Chalice, and a Vine Lash. Into a Nova with Dominion, Judgment, and Might. Yeah, I like Duplication Dome a lot. You gotta have a pretty high number of deploy creatures, but that's usually if you have deploys, they're doing some extra work anyway. It's very awkward to draw the Dupe Dome at the higher levels without having a deploy creature in hand. Because you do have that opportunity cost associated with that. Alright. Do another Necreum deck here. Broodfang, Cold Heart Brute, Spectre again, Dreadbolt, Glurfclob, Garrootmeal, Indomitable Fiend, Betrayer Primordial Slam, Raging Spectre, and Runescarred Pit, Shadowcast, Sorrow, and Soul Siphon. Yeah, triple Pyromatic, it's got to be good for that. This is good with the Cold Heart and the Runescarred. I always like seeing those two in the same deck. I think we've hit like 5 or 6 Betrayers at this point in this one box. Now, sorry about the autofocus. It's being a little finicky today. But I'm already streaming, I'm not going to mess with it. Alright, Emboldening Tinker, Energy Prison, Energy Surge, Guardian's Wall, Palladium Simulacrum, Shield Node, Shield Bearing Prophet, Spiritforge Sentinel, Feral Medic, and a Voltaic Magus with a Enhance, Optimize, and Neotech Disruptor on our Steel Rosetta there. Nothing to write home about with this deck. Packmaster coming up. Alright, Biting Packmaster, Carnivorous Taro, Combat Raptor, Grove Mother, Lead the Charge, another Mystical Tangle Sprout, Shifting Sower, nice for the Tangle Sprout, Spike, Carapace, Twin Strength, Newterra Charger. Got Bounty, Judgment, and Might. No real, I guess the Newterra Charger is removable, but otherwise a little bit weaker there. And then let's check out our Tempies here. Alright, Arian Turnback. Disintegrate. Flame Jet, always nice to see. Fleet Breaker. Betrayer Gizmo. A Ice Lance Magus. Spirit Golem Conclave. Tortoise Colossus. Unstable Vortex. And a Venerable Hawkrider. Demolish. Lightning Speed and Blast Wave. Just knocking it out of the park with those Betrayers here. Actually, I want to do a quick count. So we had one. Let's see if I can do a quick count here. 1, 2, 3. 4. And were there any Ecrium ones? 5. 6 Betrayers in that box. That's pretty good. That's a pretty high rate. All right, have a good night, Pharaoh. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I will keep on chatting as I go through these since I am recording for YouTube. Like I said, I may not get through the whole case right now, but I'm just going to keep chugging along. If you join the chat, please say hi so I know you're there. Otherwise, let's get some decks going here. Keep on going. All right. Biting Bartok. Botanimate, Ferocious Roar, Hibernating Bear, Kindred Druid, Mystical Tangle Sprout, Sharpplate Behemoth, Stout Raptor, Torgmai Guardian, and a Transcendent Biologist with a Oros, Spirit Bond, Spell Surge, and Shapeshift. Got a little bit of minion go wide stuff going on there, but otherwise not too much. So this is our second box of the case. First kit. Alright, Ardent Colossus, Combat Smash Fist, Fleet Stone Fist, Lightning Charge, Pyromatic Shardback. Notably does not work anymore in the app since they made Pyromatic only enemy creatures now. Raging Warhound, Spirit Golem Conclave, Stampeding Hawkrider, Tortoise Colossus, and the Venerable Ice Crusher with a Summon the Swarm, Gale Surge, Frostblast, Thunder there. Right. Page Walker. Still trying to make a good Page Walker deck. Something akin to what Justice Blinded has created with the Betrayer Page Walker. If I see one in this case, I'll have to let him know that we got one. All right, Camouflage Page Walker, Energy Surge, Forge Plate Yeti, Progressive Prophet, Redact, Spirit Forge Sentinel, Steel Eye Researcher, Stout, Techno Hulk, Tech Upgrade, and a War Machine. So only one mage to go with that. All right, Mind Over Matter, Synaptic Siphon, and Shattered Psyche. So not a great Page Walker deck. Having one extra mage to go with it. And we come on to our Necreum here. Yeah, we got a couple Soulbinds so far. A lot of Betrayers have been showing up. Abyssal Demon, Arrogant Moeba, Camouflage Shambler, nice. Forsaken Geist, Grave Pact, Hematophagic Drake, a Horrific Reaper, Keeper of the Damned, Shadow Strength, and a Varna's Pact. With an Army Commander, Shadowcast Soul Siphon. Alright, on to pack 2, box 2. Man. Let me see if I can adjust. I think it's might be triggering off the light. Maybe 1 second here. Okay. I think that's a little bit better. Clean up 1 moment, please. All right. Start with Necreum first this time. Alright, Ardent Slime, Cold Heart Brute, Doom Revenant, Group Meal, Hematophagic Reaper, Ossuary Mech, Red Wasteland, Shadow Strength, Spite Maiden, and Avarna's Pact. And then we got Dark Summoning, Dark Ritual, and Soul Rip. It's another one of those Cold Heart Brute decks where the Exalt destroys itself, so the 2nd and 3rd level can't trigger on their own. Okay, let's move into our William here. Alright, Ardent Virtuoso, Bolstering Medic, Scythian Experimentation, Energy Prison, Energy Surge, Gizmo, Glitch Scout, Magnetic Field, Metamind Overseer, Spiritforge, Sentinel. So we got just the Spiritforge Sentinel to go with that robot. Magnetic Field. Mind Over Matter, Precognition, Shattered Psyche. It is a 4-spell deck. Not quite what I've been looking for a Magnetic Field deck, but if we had a little bit more robots in it, maybe it would pass muster. Alright, on to Tempest. We got an Arborist sitting over here to the side. Still no foil decks, but we're only a couple boxes in. Blitzing Sentinel, Chaining Stonefist, Charger Mammoth, Flame Jet, Flame Sculptor Seal, Lightning Charge, Lightning Tamer, Stampeding Mongosaur, Venerable Razor Chiefs, and a Windspark Elemental with a Sunder, Frostblast, Dimbolt, and Gale Surge. And then on to Arborist here. Alright, Arborist. Botanimate, good start. Combat Keeper, Experience Steelplate, Ferocious Wartusk, Oxidon Rager, Swamp Moss Lurker, Pterodon Nest, Venerable Aetheroot, and Vine Lash. Then we got Nova's Dominion, Bounty, and Nova's Judgment. So a lot of stuff that cares about life gain, but not a lot but just the Botanimate and the Bounty to support it. As tends to be the case with these Whitefang Pass decks. There just is not as much life gain to support the life gain mechanics in set 2. So it's very hard to get a consistent. There's a lot more payoffs than there are actual like synergy cards. So you can run into that problem quite frequently. Alright, keep it going. We'll go back to our Necreum again. Starting off here with a Cold Heart Brute at the top. Darkheart Sorcerer, Death Current, Ghastly Renewal, Hibernating Butcher, Howling Revenant, Indomitable Fiend, Keeper of the Damned, Lyria, and a Witherfrost Circle. Got Army Commander, Sorrow, and Shadowcast. The Darkheart and Howling Revenant are two ways. The Butcher are another way to trigger a Rumble Spark deck if you're trying that. Postmancer, good to see. This one's not as this one's did not make it back into set 3. From the sounds of it, with set 4, I think they were the news on that was that there are no reprints in set 4, so it should be interesting. Should change the balance thing of the set quite a bit. Hopefully, that doesn't lead to power creep. Alright, Postmancer, Guardian's Wall, Isolate, Lightforge Sentry, Metamind Overseer, Portatron, Shield Node, Spirit Forge Sentinel, Voltaic Magus, and a War Machine. With Steel Rosetta, Enhance, Nanotech Disruptor, and Inspire. Decent loadout for a Steel Rosetta. Shield Node, notoriously one of my least favorite cards. Ardent Adept coming up on our Tempe's pack. This would be a good thing to see with a 4 or 5 spell deck. Possibly like a high spell count Rumble Spark would be nice to see. Open. I always like the free creature and like a 13-15 for free. Pretty nice. Alright, Ardent Adept, Disintegrate, Flamejet, Flame Sculptor Seal, Herald of Fury, Ice Lance Magus, and speak of the devil, Nova Elementalist, Taurus Colossus, your Anti-Elementalist, and a Warbringer Ritual. Okay, this is a really nice Nova Elementalist deck with a Sunder, Stembolt, Gale Surgeon, Summon the Swarm. Very, very nice Sunder to go with that. Alright, so let's talk about this deck for just a second. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 spells. Already pretty good. With the Ardent Adept, you got the Herald of Fury and a Urantia Elementalist as ways to trigger more spells. Flamejet's always a nice one to have because it can instantly... Oh, hey Salmar, you just found the good opening. You must have triggered this Rumble Spark opening that I'm talking about here. So yeah, we have the Flamejet to instantly trigger the Darkheart. Taurus Colossus is probably the only whiff in this deck. Everything else is just phenomenal. 3 extra spell plays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mages for the Flame Sculptor Seal. This is a very, very high roll Nova Elementalist deck for sure. I think Tom would agree that this one is definitely up there. You did miss a pretty good Necrium deck that I may not be putting up for sale. But maybe I'll take a look at that in a second, since I don't know when I'm going to get the VOD up for this. Might not be until at least a week from now. Especially with spoilers coming, the season coming out, I'll have to do a couple recordings there. Alright, Combat War Tusk, Feral Instinct, Heart Tree, Lead the Charge, Refreshing Patron, Savage Oath, Sharplate Behemoth, Talasan, Venerable War Tusk, or Venerable Decayosaur, and a Wolfstar Gem. Got this Oros, Spirit Bond, Dark Forge Drain, and Spell Surge. I think the only thing that Rumble Spark deck was missing was like an Elementalist Ritual. I think that would have just put it way over the top. I would have rather had that than the Disintegrate, but cannot complain about that list too much. Definitely has a lot going for it. It's just going to be a little bit of a slower one to start. Order so I can keep my piles nice and tidy. Alright, coming up with some Necrium here. Alright. Got the Bride of Frankenbaum, Brood Frang, Camouflage Butcher, Combat Poltergeist, Darkshaper Ritual, Ghastly Renewal, Keeper of the Damned, Illyria, Ossuary Mech, Shadow Strength. Nothing spectacular. Got the Dark Summoning Soul Rip, Endless Death for our Nyx Nekia. So how was the tournament yesterday? I only got to watch for a few minutes at the beginning, but I had other stuff to do last night. Aegis Knight, Armored Sentry, Bolstering Scavenger, nice Scavenger, Camouflage Hawk Rider, very, very blue, pretty cool Betrayer. I've been getting a lot of Betrayers in this case so far. Combat Tactician, Isolate, Redact, Spiritforge Sentinel, Tech Upgrade, and a War Machine. The decent Steel Rosetta with Inspire, Disruptor, and Enhance. Got ourselves a Combat Vocus coming up. I doubt we'll go 2 for 2 for Rumble Sparks in the same, or 2 for 4 Rumble Sparks in the same display, but you never know. Alright, Combat Vocus. Flame Sculptor Seal, Fleet Sentinel, Lightning Charge, Mystical Teacher, Quaking Stormling, Rolling Master, Spirit Golem Conclave, Stampeding Mystic, and a Venerable Warstoker. With Summon the Swarm, Gale Surge, and Frost Blast. Alright. Oh. Let's get back to focus. Got Utera Bramble Axe Warrior sitting up here. Brashful Bartok, Carnivorous Taro, Feral Instinct, Glowhive Nursery, Lead the Charge, Mystical Tangle Sprout, Stampeding Elk, Stegodon Alpha, and a Toxic Wartusk. With a Nova's Judgment, Might, and Bounty. Just catching up on chat, so it sounds like the tournament was good last night, and Necreum Aloyan won. Nice. And Jed, sounds like Jed piloted it really well. Yeah, I'll have to watch the finals match there. Sounds like Lucas recorded it. So I'll have to catch that when it comes out. Hey Carl, nice to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Mentioned this already. I'm going to try and get through this case, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through the whole thing before I have to go help with dinner and such. Maybe I can get through it in this next hour. We're on box number 3. Thanks for coming to watch. Have to open them anyway. May as well get a little content going out of it. Alright, I'm just going to stick to this order. It's easier for me to organize. So, Bloodletting Necromancer on the top. Does mean we're not going to get a Bloodletting Drone. Because that's how the alphabet works. Alright, Necromancer, Death Current, Dissipating Spectre, Epidemic, Grave Pact, Grimgaunt Predator, Hematophagic, Banshee, Keeper of the Damned, Spite Hydra, and a Vampiric Butcher. With a Endless Death, Dark Ritual, and Dark Summoning. Yeah, I guess you guys are a little bit late to this, but let me show this Necreum deck I opened earlier that I'm regrettably probably can't put on the store. I've been looking for something like this for a long time, but this was a pretty big hit. It's Abyssal Revenant, Blightskull Bomb, Frankenbomb, Abyss, Darkheart Sorcerer, Dreadbolt, Forsaken Bartok, Horrific Butcher, Vampiric Amoeba, Vampiric Spectre. So 4 different ways to insta-flip a Nova with 2 really good removal spells and some extra potential spell plays. I was mentioning to Thomas yesterday on stream that I have not been able to find a Necreum deck that I like for my couple different Rumble Sparks that I have. But that one kind of fits the bill of what I've been looking for. Yeah, maybe. I'll have to see. I think I have a couple other Novas I like a little bit better than that one, but I'll have to do some comparing. All right, Armored Pagewalker, Arrogant Safeguard, Bright Steel Sentinel, Bricks, all right, Combat, Technohulk, Duplication Dome, Emboldening Scavenger, Energy Prison, Glitch Scout, and a Guardian's Wall, ending in the G's. Got Inspire, Optimize, and Nanotech Disruptor. I mean, it could go pretty well with that, that Nova Elementalist deck for sure. Especially with the Flame Jet being in there. Could just really burn people down pretty quickly, huh? Alright. Everflame Phoenix, Firestorm, Flame Sculptor Seal, Lightning Tamer, Nargoth Commander, Quaking Colossus, Rageborn Eruptor, Stoutbreaker, Urintail Elementalist, and a Warbringer Ritual. With a Lightning Speed, Blast Wave, and Demolish. Alright, come on. Well, on camera. Wake up. Alright, Armored Lotus, Biting Wartusk, Betrayer Lightforged Sentry, Xenon Rager, Patriarch's Binding, Refreshing, Basher, Savage Oath, Stampeding Bear, Taliesin, and a Vine Lash. With a Nova's Judgment, Nova's Might, and Bounty. Yeah, definitely a lot of Betrayers in this particular case. I think we're up to like maybe 10 by now. We're only in the third box. Bride of Frankenbaum, Camouflage Shambler, second one we saw today. Combat Necromancer, Grave Pact, Grimgaunt Harvester, Indomitable Fiend, Ossuary Mech, Red Wasteland, Spite Maiden, and a Zymus. With a Endless Death, Dark Summoning, and Soul Rip. So a couple spell payoffs, but only 2 spells is a little bit disappointing there. Armor Technohulk, Duplication Dome, Emboldening Tactician, Forgeplate Yeti, Glitch Scout, Guardian's Wall, Isolate, Shardbound Vexer, Tech Upgrade, and a Vidicarus. Got a Ironbeard, Promote, Shields Up, and Intimidate. I think that might be the first Ironbeard we've seen. Not that I'm complaining. Ironbeard's definitely better than he was in the first set, but not quite as good as he is in the third. I think he's definitely better in the third set with some of his abilities. He actually gets some legitimate removal for once. Abetting Ice Crusher, Combat Evocist, Flame Jet, Flame Sculptor Seal, a Storm, Quaking Shardback, Solemn Stonefist Stormcaller, Venerable Evoker, and a Windspark Elemental. With a Korok, Blast Wave, Lightning Speed, and Earthen Fist. Stream becomes watch Onk fight for cellophane. Alright. Biting Aetherroot, Botanimate, Hibernating Lotus, Lead the Charge, Nawada, okay. Shifting Slayer, Swamp Moss Lurker, Talisan, Twin Strength, and Pterodon Nest. Very interesting. Got Nova's Might, Judgment, and Bounty. And then we got the Garden. So Nawada's nice if you have a couple of these life gain cards that care about life gain, rather. Alright, still no foil decks for this particular box yet. Alright, on to Necrium. Alright, Bride of Frankenbaum, Cacklebones, Camouflage Revenant, Devouring Fiend, Dreadbolt, Group Meal, Plague Spearer, Raging Geist, Vile Lotus. Okay. Witherfrost Circle. Oh, number 1 Vile Lotus. Right, Army Commander, Soul Siphon, and Sorrow. I guess it's just like an underdrop buff spell at that point, maybe. If I'm going to get Vile, I want it to be on something that actually has another deploy, so I could just have at least some impact on the board. Alright, Arrogant Virtuoso, Emboldening Researcher, Energy Prison, Gizmo, Glitch Scout, Guardian's Wall, Progressive Safeguard, Tech Upgrade, Vidicarus, and the Voltaic Magus. With Ironbeard, Intimidate, and Promote. I guess one thing we have to look forward to if what Lucas or what they wrote on the website about the next set is true, if there's no reprints, that we don't have to worry about Vile coming back. Or Corrupt, for that matter. Though I'm sure Necrium will have some other self-sabotaging ability. I wonder what it is. Alright, Ardent Colossus. Betrayer, Cold Heart Brute, nice. Disintegrate, Flame Sculptor Seal, Piercing Worm, Primordial Slam, Pyromatic Smash Fist, that's a good one. Storm's Collar, Unstable Vortex, and a Uranti Elementalist. So 3 spells, not terrible. Got a Sunder with Stimbolt, Gale Surge, and Summon the Swarm. Finally, a Cold Heart Brute that has a Exalt that can stick around. On to Biting Wartusk here. Alright, Brambleaxe Warrior, Carnivorous Taro, Krogius, Glowhive Nursery, Magnivorous Raptor, Patriarch's Binding, Soothing Decayosaur, Stout Bear, and a Twin Strength. With a Dark Force Drain, Spirit Bond, and Shapeshift. One more kit from this box, and I'll have to do a little bit of maintenance. Alright. Abyssal Butcher. It's a nice modifier right there. Lethal Butcher, Bride of Frankenbomb, Camouflage Geist, Commanding Fiend, Evil Lab, Ghastly Renewal, Hematophagic, Moeba, Raging Slime, Varna's Pact, and a Zombifying Poltergeist. So, 2 scientists pay off, only 1 scientist. We got the Dark Summoning, Soul Rip, and Dark Ritual. Combat Assassin, Combat Warden, Gizmo, Guardian's Wall, Portatron, Prepared Captain, Redact, Steel Eye Researcher, Tech Upgrade, and a War Machine. With a Cobalt, Precog, Mind Over Matter, and Shattered Psyche. Alright, Ardent Colossus, Ardent Mystic, Charger Mammoth, Disintegrate, Ice Storm, Rageborn Raptor, Spirit Golem Conclave, a Summoning Ice Crusher, Volcanic Shardback, and a Warbringer Ritual. With a Frostblast, Stimbolt, Gale Surge. So I guess this week coming up starts spoilers. Probably by the time this video comes out, there will have been some things spoiled from the new set of Shadows Over Soulless. Alright, here comes Botanimate, Combat Elk, Combat Hunter, Pack Slayer, Spiky Packmaster, Spirit Charm, Stegodon Alpha, Toxic War Tusk, Pterodon Nest, and a Wolfstar Djinn. With a Bounty, Judgment, and Might. So a decent number of warriors for the Packmaster to go with. Decent removal. No Pterodon or Charger. You've probably been like an icing on the cake for that deck. Do a little bit of maintenance here, and I'll get to the next box here. How have you guys been liking the leaderboards? The whole new system with the leaderboards and the achievement points. For me, it's kind of reinvigorated my interest in playing, though I haven't had a lot of time this week. Gives me sort of like goals to work towards. Necreum opened. Alright, Arrogant Butcher, Betrayer, Asir Mecha Mage, cool. Blightskull Bomb, Bride of Frankenbomb, Combat Moeba, Evil Lab, Grimgaunt Harvester, Keeper of the Damned, Shadow Strength, and a Vile Demon. It started off strong, but kind of petered out towards the end there. Got the Dark Ritual, Endless Death, and Soul Rep. I do like the way the Betrayer looks in Necreum for that Mecha Mage. Alright, Bolstering Prophet, Gizmo, Glitch Scout, Metamind Overseer, Progressive Medic, Shield Node, SolForge Sentinel, Steelgraph, Syntetta's Lab, first of the day, and then Vidicarus. Then Enhance, Nanotech Disruptor, and Optimize. Alright, Ardent Breaker, Blitzing Colossus, Chaining Master, Combat Sentinel, Flame Sculptor Seal, Hawk Rider, Summoning Warhound, Thundercrash Field, Venerable Worm, and a Warbringer Ritual. With Summon the Swarm, Frostblast, and Stimbolt. Moving on to our Eotera here. Glowhive Nursery, Noxious Decayosaur, Shifting Raptor, Soothing Lotus, Spiky Sower, Stegodon Alpha, Stout Elk, Twin Strength, Pterodon Nest, and a Phenom Chalice. It's a Nova's Dominion Bounty and Nova's Might. Chugging along here. I think we might have lost our chatters. That's okay. Alright. Ardent Drake, Blight Skull Bomb, Bloodletting Geist, Camouflaged Slime, Cold Heart Brute, Commanding Weeba, a Runescarred Pit, Spite Hydra, Vile Stitcher, and a Zombifying Demon. So a lot of zombie stuff going on here. We got the Dark Ritual, Dark Summoning, Endless Death. Vile Stitcher, not really what you want to see on the modifier for that, but it does leave behind a good body if all you're looking for is a deploy effect. Also editing and listening, no problem. All good. Yeah, I can't imagine trying to edit a video while listening to someone else talking. Alright, Aegis Knight, Brightsteel Sentinel, Digitize, Lightforge Sentry, Mechanizing Geist, Palladium Simulacrum, Portatron, Repurpose, Shieldbearing Tactician, and a Stout Engineer. Ironbeard Shields Up, Intimidate, Promote. Decent armor kind of synergy deck going on here. Got a lot of things with native armor. Got that Engineer and the Aegis Knight. Alright, Abetting Stonefist, Ardent Hawk Rider, Combat Stormling, Everflame Phoenix, Furious Ice Crusher. I almost thought that was a Shardback. Alright, Ice Lance Magnus. Lightning Ritual. Haven't seen one of these lately. Nargoth Commander, Stampeding Mongosaur, and a Stout Worm. With Summon the Swarm, Gale Surge, and Frostblast. Lightning Rune, Harbinger Staff. I've always wanted Lightning Runes to be good, but it's very hard to make it work. It's too easy for your opponent to play around usually, and if you're going all in on it, it's hard to make it actually do the thing. Alright, Armored Lotus, Botanimate, Carnivorous Taro, Ferocious Decayosaur, Heart Tree, Mustic Megatha, another Nuada. Okay, this is shaping up to be nice. Transcendent Biologist, Eotera Charger, and a Wolfstar Djinn. Nova's Dominion, Might, and Judgment. Okay, this is a pretty good Nuada deck too with the Heart Tree. You got the Heart Tree, you've got the Garden to go with the Nuada. Got, let's see, one. You only have these two as well, I guess three if you count that as ways to gain life to go with the Heart Tree, but yeah, this looks like a deck that could do a lot of work for a Nuada deck. You know, Ferocious Decayosaur can put in some work. It's just a big blocker. But I could see that one really performing well in like an aggressive shell trying to flip the Oak Guardian. It has a decent couple of ways to put out minions, and having Nova's Dominion on cycle 2 can really push it over the top. Looks like we got Echo Wolves right on top on that Utera deck. Alrighty, what do we got here? Alright, Arrogant Patron, Death Current, Hibernating Spectre, Horrific Revenant, Keeper of the Damned, Ossuary Mech, Spite Hydra, Vampiric Slime, Betrayer Warbringer Ritual, and a Witherfrost Circle. Then we got Endless Death, Soul Rip, and Dark Summoning. Lots and lots of Betrayers. Love it. Looks like I don't think I'll be have enough time to get through all these, but we'll try. Alright. Aegis Knight, Armored Assassin, Brightsteel Sentinel, Camouflage Sentry, Forge Plate Yeti, Mechanizing Virtuoso, Prepared Warden, Redact, Shield Node, and a Steel Graft with a Shattered Psyche, Mind Over Matter, and Synaptic Siphon. Blitzing Shardback, Charger Mammoth, Everflame Phoenix, another Lightning Ritual, so that's 2 in the same box. Cool. Mystical Teacher, Nargoth Commander, Scorchbane Dragon, Thundersword, Tortoise Colossus, and a Windspark Elemental. Gale Surge, Frostblast, Summon the Swarm. Looks like the Lightning Rituals are only a spell there. But a couple interesting cards in there. Alright, come up on Echo Wolves. I do like Echo Wolves quite a bit. It's one of my pet cards that I like. Maybe it's just because it's in a good deck, not necessarily because it's good. Alright, Echo Wolves. Ferocious Polymorpher, Ferocious Roar, Pack War Tusk, a Roaring Master. Wow, they just keep on delivering. Look at that. That's a pretty cool Betrayer there. Looks good in green. Savage Oath, Toxic Decayosaur, Twin Strength, Vine Lash, and Wolfstar Djinn. So kind of light on removal. Got the Oros Shapeshift, Spirit Barn, Dark Forge Drain. The last pack of box 4. Definitely making some pretty good progress. Maybe I'll finish before dinner comes up. Alright. Voice Bolt Bomb coming up. Cold Heart Brute, Dark Shaper Ritual, Betrayer Icelance Magus, lots of Betrayers. Keeper of the Damned, Plague Spewer, Spite Maiden, Stout Spectre, and a Witherfrost Circle, and a Zymus. Shadowcast Army Commander in Sorrow. Moving on to Aloyan. Alright, good old Scythian Experimentation, Gizmo, Lightforge Sentry, Nanoswarm, Portatron, Prepared Warden, Synapse Drone, nice modifier for a drone. Venerable Tinker, Vidicarus, and a War Machine. I mean, the rest of the deck's kind of meh, but the Synapse Drone is pretty tight. Alright, Synaptic Siphon, Mind Over Matter, and Shattered Psyche. Definitely a good way to really upgrade through your deck really quickly. Just like we can protect it. Alright, Ardent Hawk Rider, Arrogant Warstoker, Furious Mystic, Rageborn Eruptor, Raging Worm, Spirit, Golden Conclave, Pyromatic Master, Stampeding Warhound, Thundersoar, and a Windspark Elemental. With a Sunder, Summon the Swarm, Frost Blast, and Gale Surge. And onto Terra. Biting Lotus, Combat Polymorpher, Mustic Megatha, Noxious Elves, Sarplate Behemoth, Stagnant Alpha, Stout Bartok, Toward My Guardian, a Pterodon Nest, and a Vine Lash with a Nova's Might, Bounty, and Nova's Dominion. So I'm just very surprised with how many Betrayers we've seen today. I'll have to do a final count at some point. Box number 5. Still need to find that Kindred Shambler. Or that Betrayer Rumble Spark. Or Betrayer Nova Elementalist. Alright. Moving along. Alright, Arrogant Banshee, Coldheart Brute, Dr. Frankenpalm, Dreadbolt, Epidemic, Evil Lab, Horrific Revenant, Indomitable Fiend, Shadow Strength, and a Zombifying Drake. With Dark Rituals, Dark Summoning, and Endless Death. Alright, Bolstering Safeguard. Bulwark Bash, Sipping Experimentation, Energy Surge, Madlow Winter, nice. Mechanizing Assassin, Spirit Force Sentinel, Stout Sentry, Voltaic Magus, and a War Machine. Yeah, not the best. The best Madlow Winter deck. Alright, Mind Over Matter, Precog, and Synaptic Excitement. Got a couple ways to make some minions to deal with it, but not a ton. Definitely going to rely on your other deck to flip that. Nexus Core. Alright. Combat Warhound, Everflame Phoenix, Furious Worm, another Lightning Ritual, that's 3rd for today. Mystical Teacher, Nargoth Commander, Piercing Colossic, Pyromatic Warstoker, Raging, Hawkrider, and the Thundersoar. Earthen Fist, Lightning Speed, and Demolish. To Terra. Keep it moving. Alright, Brambleaxe Warrior, Ferocious Roar, Glowhive Nursery, Mustic Megatha, Mystical Tangle Sprout, Savage Oath, Stampeding Bear, Betrayer Thundersoar, Pterodon Mauler, and a Wolfstar Djinn. With a Nova's Dominion, Bounty, and Judgment. I think I haven't seen a Aloyan Thundersoar yet, but I've seen all the others. I mean, I've opened several of the Necreum Thundersoars, but never Aloyan. I guess when you open this much stuff for a store like this, it's bound to happen. This many Betrayers, hopefully we'll see a Betrayer Soulbind. Alright, Combat Slime, Commanding Spectre, Dissipating Spectre, Ghastly Renewal, Glorf Glob, Hibernating Butcher, Horrific Geist, Indomitable Fiend, Keeper of the Damned, and Illyria. With Soul Rip, Endless Death, and Dark Summon. Emboldening Tactician, Glitch Scout, Palladium Simulacrum, Portatron, Redact, Researching Specimen, Researching Virtuoso, Syntheta's Lab, Tech Upgrade, and Voltaic Magus. So double researching is interesting. Not so much the specimen, but what can you do? Ironbeard, shields up and promote. Or, I'm sorry, Intimidate, shields up and promote. Got 2 scientists for that tech upgrade, though. I guess the Virtuoso, Researching Virtuoso into tech upgrade, double upgrade, be nice. Alright, here comes a Seer Mecha Mage. I could get one more Rumble Spark before the end of this. Alright, a Seer Mecha Mage, Charger Mammoth, Herald of Fury, Primordial Slam, a Raging Hawk Rider, a Thunder Crash Field, a Thunder Soar, Tortoise Colossus, Unstable Vortex, and a Betrayer with a Frost Circle. Man, we just keep on hitting those Betrayers. And then we got Sunder with Frost Blast, Stimbolt, and Summon the Swarm. How many spells you get? 1, 2, 3 spells. Herald of Fury with the Thunder Sword is nice. I mean, the Herald of Fury with the Vortex is also nice, because that's... Vortex is pretty good at tanking damage as well. Alright, Armored Bartok, Combat Lotus, Grove Mother, Spirit Charm, Stout Slayer, Toxic Bear, Transcendent Biologist, Twin Strength, a Terra Charger, and a Vine Lash, with Spirit Bond, a Shapeshift, and Spell Surge. Number 3. Got a Bloodletting Reaper, Dr. Frankenbaum, Evil Lab, Grimcott Predator. I think that's the first we've seen today. Got a Horrific Fiend, another Betrayer, Primordial Slam, Raging Necromancer, Runescarred Pit, Stout Alluvian, and a Zombifying Weeba. Endless Death, Soul Rip, and Dark Summoning. So, only Warrior in here is the Grimgaunt, but that's a nice thing to hit with the Primordial Slam. Not a big fan of Raging on a Necromancer, because you usually want to keep him in the back if you can when you're off Forge. More likely to survive that way. Especially on a full board. Alright, Sipping Experimentation, Gizmo, Guardian's Wall, Palladium Simulacrum, Regia, Repurposed Warden, Stout Safeguard, Stout Techno Hulk, Tech Upgrade, and a Vidigress. So nothing to write home about. Intimidate, Formation shields up, with a Mech Mark 1, Mech Mark 2. Alright, Everflame Phoenix, Fireheart Idol, Frostmane Breath, Furious Smash Fist, Ice Lance Magus, Lightning Tamer, Nargoth Commander, Spear Golem Conclave, Tortoise Colossus, or Anti-Elementalist, Gale Surge, Stimbolt, Frost Blast on our Sunder. I'm going to go a little faster just so I can try and wrap up the last box before I have to go. Definitely have the Soulbind, but not the one that most people are looking for. Alright, Botanimate, Carnivorous Taro, Crovius, Heart Tree, Hibernating Ravager, Mystic Mugatha, Shifting Bartok, Twin Strength, Eterna Mauler, and a Venom Chalice. With a Nova's, Dominion, Judgment, and Bounty. Again, running into those high life gain synergies, but not a lot of support. Bride of Frankenbaum, Cold Heart Brute, Death Current, Evil Lab, Ghoulish Muiba, Grave Pact, Grimgaunt Harvester, Lyria, Plague Spewer, and a Spite Hydra with a Shadowcast Army Commander Soul Siphon. Not much to talk about there. Alright, Bulwark Bash, Combat Virtuoso, Emboldening Safeguard, Gizmo, Glitch Scout, Mechanizing Medic, Metamind Overseer, Play Simulacrum, Soltar, the Forge Master, and the Steel Graft with a Intimidate, Shields Up, Promote. Iron Honor Guard. Nope, some people are still looking for that Betrayer Soltar for the Blighted Ironbeard combo. This is definitely a fun thing when you can pull it off. Alright, Burnout, Charger Mammoth, Combat Worm, Firestorm, Rageborn Raptor, Spirit Golem Conclave, Stampeding Mongosaur, Stout Stonefist, Thunderspark, Thunderstorm, and a Windspark Elemental. Some of the Swarms, Dimbolt, Gale Surge on our Sunder here. Alright, Combat Lotus, Heart Tree, Hibernating Bear, Hivemind Pact, first of the day. Mustic Megatha, Mystical Tangle Sprout, Oxon Rager, Soothing Sower. Too bad there's no Taro in there. Got the Torgmai Guardian and the Venerable Keeper. Darkforge Drain, Spirit Bond, and Shapeshift. Never seen a Betrayer Taro. So that'd be cool to see for sure. Alright, last box here. Let's get this knocked out. Ouch. And then I will have to wrap it up. Oops. So there's 4 more kits to go. Still no. Oh, there's a foil deck. I was about to say. Oh, this is shaping up to be a nice little pack here. Furious Shard back on top there. Let me get this foil deck open gently. See if this is golden. Alright. Ardent Moeba. Bloodletting Drake. Cackled Bones. Death Current. Dissipating Spectre. A Ghoulish Shambler. A Ghoulish Walker. A Group Meal. A Hematophagic Stitcher. And a Zombifying Banshee. Interesting. Army Commander Sorrow and Soul Siphon. This is a pretty interesting deck here. Got Group Meal, 2 Ghoulish creatures. 1, 2, 3 native or what's 1, 2, 3, 4 native zombies to go with that Group Meal. I mean, it's light on removal, but that Ghoulish Walker making stuff free is pretty nice. The Ghoulish Shambler's a little bit weaker, but still a good one to see. Alright, Ardent Virtuoso, Arrogant Ticker, Brightsteel Gargoyle, Gizmo, Mechanizing Medic, Nanoswarm, Palladium Simulacrum, Prepared Assassin, Redact, and a Spirit Forge Sentinel with a Promote Intimidate formation. Alright, Furious Shardback time. I've yet to see a Furious Shardback in Nova Elementalist deck, other than other people having it. Furious Shardback, Ice Storm, Ice Lance Magus, Lightning Charge, Lightning Tamer, Nargoth Commander, Stampeding Mongosaur, Stampede, a Volcanic Assassin, and a Warbringer Ritual. Talking about those Betrayers. Blast Wave, Lightning Speed, and Earthen Fist. I guess the Volcanic Assassin could be a little bit strong, a little big. Right situation. Alright, Armored Reveler, Botanimate, Combat Dinosaur, Combat Ravager, Ferocious Roar, Ferocious Wartusk, Hibernating Elk, Lead the Charge, Taliesin, and another Betrayer, Euterozymus. Cool. It's 2 of those today. We got Nova's Judgment, Nova's Might, and Bounty. I think this is probably a better one. I don't know, I don't remember what was in that other Zymus deck, but very cool to see another Betrayer Zymus in the same case. All these Betrayers. Still haven't seen the Betrayer Soulbind yet. Alright, Arrogant Drake, Darkshaper's Ritual, Doom Necromancer, Dreadbolt, Ghastly Renewal, Keeper of the Damned, Necrolord Yorick, Plague Spewer, Shadow Strength, and a Stout Butcher. We got our Nyx-Nekia, Dark Summoning, Dark Ritual, Soul Rip. Got that Potent and Charged Zombie as well to go with it. We got a couple of beasts to go with that. Darkshaper Ritual is pretty nice. Camouflaged Tactician, Sipping Instrumentation, Emboldening Assassin, Emboldening Prophet, Emboldening Techno-Hulk, so triple Emboldening, and a Lightforged Sentry, which is basically like Emboldening if you need it to be. Shield Node, Steel Eye Researcher, a Venerable Drone, and a Venerable Sentry. Interesting. Nanotech Disruptor, Optimize, Enhance. So triple Emboldening, very interesting. Not quite as strong as Inflaming, but I think the creatures are a little bit better. Alright. This is our last 3 packs here. Alright, Seer Mecha Mage, Burnout, Charger Mammoth, Everflame Phoenix, Ice Storm, Nargoth Commander, Piercing Ice Crusher, Thundersoar, Tortoise Colossus, and a Warbringer Ritual. The Korok, Earthen Fist, Lightning Speed, Blast Wave. Oops. Going a little too fast. Hold on a second here. Alright, your Terra deck here. Binding Wartusk, Bramble-Axe Warrior, Echo Wolves, Glowhive Nursery, another Betrayer, Lyria here, Noxious Raptor, Spike Carapace, Stegna Alpha, Venom Chalice, and a Vine Lash. Bounty, Nova's Dominion, and Nova's Might. Yeah, I'm going to have to definitely go back and count how many Betrayers were in this case. So it's got to be a record at this point. Alright, last 2 packs. No foils. Last chance will be in our final kit. But 1 foil in a case is generally about what I've been seeing. Alright, Abyssal Alluvion, Blightskull Bomb, Bloodletting Slime, Coldheart Brute, Death Current, Dissipating Spectre, Indomitable Fiend, Runescarred Pit, Vampiric Revenant, and a Varnus Pact. With the Army Commander, Shadowcast Soul Siphon for our Cersei there. Alright, Great Sentinel, Combat Warden, Scythian Experimentation, Glitch Scout, Isolate, Metamind Overseer, Portatron, Repurposed Tactician, Venerable Sentry, and a War Machine. With a Shattered Psyche, Mind Over Matter, Synaptic Siphon. Arrogant Frosthold, Seer Mechamage, Blitzing Adept, let's see if we get a lot of spells here. Combat Evoker, Firestorm, Flame Jet, Furious Invocust, another Lightning Ritual, Stampeding Ice Crusher, and a Windspark Elemental. So 1, 2, 3 spells. Could be better. Demolish, Earth and Fist, and Lightning Speed. I like to see at least 4 spells in my decks that have an Adept. The Furious Invocus is interesting. Like, if you don't have a good thing to hit with the ability, you can always just pump it up instead. Trade some one-time damage for ongoing damage. Alright, Botanimate, Brashful Decayosaur, Grove Meddler, Mystic Mugatha, Shard King, okay, first of the day, Spiked Carapace, Spirit Charm, Stampeding Keeper, Stegon Alpha, and a Terra Charger. With Dominion, Bounty, and Nova's Might. And we're on to our last pack. So no more foil decks, that's okay. I think we did pretty good with the number of betrayers that we pulled today. Alright, Blightskull Bomb, Broodfang, Coldheart Brute, Combat Butcher, Grave Pact, Grimgone Harvester, Rune Scarred Pit, Spite Maiden, Vampiric Spectre, and a Vile Demon. With a Shadowcast, Army Commander Sorrow. Alright. Got a nice legendary on top. Fortunately, this is probably the least sought after of the legendary cycle between the 3 sets so far, and we've started to have the 4th set ones spoiled, which is nice. Alright, Aether Scale Dragon, Energy Prison, Guardian's Wall, Isolate, Progressive Page Walker, Repurposed, Assassin, another Betrayer, Shardplate Behemoth, Shield Node, Vidicarus, and a Voltaic Magus. With a Synaptic Siphon, Shattered Psyche, and Mind Over Matter for our abilities there. Yeah, I should have had somebody watching from the beginning to see how many betrayers we got. Betrayer counter going. One crazy deck. Oh, crazy case. Alright, Blitzing Warstoker, Flame Sculptor, Seal, Ice Lance Magus, Lightning Charge, Lightning Tamer, Mystical Teacher, Raging Warhound, Stampeding Shardback, Stampede, Thundersoar. With a a Blast Wave, Earthen Fist, and Lightning Speed on our Korok. Down to our very last deck, where there's 2 Betrayers we'd be looking for, which is Kindred Sambler and a Nova Elementalist, neither of which are even remotely likely to show up, but given the number of Betrayers, we can have some wishful thinking going. Botanimate, Ferocious Decayosaur, Heart Tree, Shardplate Behemoth, Spiked Carapace, Stampeding Bear, Stout Elk, Swamp Moss Lurker, Terra Charger, and a Vine Lash. So, Dark Forge Drain, Spell Search, and Spirit Bomb to round us out. So, didn't really end with a bang, but I think I'm happy with how this case came out. Definitely a lot of very high value betrayers. Got a foil deck that actually does something for once. And, yep, that is 24 SolForge Fusion Kits. Just under an hour and a half. So, thanks guys for hanging out with me. I am gonna go ahead and wrap this up. If you're watching on YouTube, please feel free to do a like and a subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys for the next one.